real estate in India is now becoming more and more professional as compared to what it was maybe 30-40 years ago. Things are changing. It is very common for us to talk about real estate as a very disorganized kind of an industry. But I think that is changing, and more recently in the last 10 years, if you see, I think there have been various factors that have contributed to the professionalization of the real estate industry. I think that is something which is a positive sign, and essentially the reasons are that the economy in the country has opened up. We are now in a more liberalized regime as compared to what we were a couple of decades ago. We have a large number of non-resident Indians who are now investing in this country for the last several years now. Software industry has boomed for quite some time, and we still have a long way to go. So a lot of high net worth individuals who've been living outside the country have been pumping in money here, and our own economy is also booming in the sense that I'm not talking about the short term span. Maybe the last 1 year maybe we have just been doing 5% growth or something like that, but I'm taking a much longer perspective. We have a large number of companies from abroad who have been investing in our country. So the need for more organized space, whether it's in retail, whether it's in housing, whether it's in office, whether it's in industry, organized, more professional, better quality, high quality real estate requirements are increasing now. So because of that, you now have developers who are operating in a more professional manner, and they are offering you much better products as compared to the past. Well, I think one of the most important things that Delhi needs is mass transportation of a high quality. And I think to a great extent the Delhi Metro has changed all that. We do have better commuter experience now as compared to what it was quite some time ago. The bus infrastructure has also improved a lot. Roads have to improve. Once you do this, see, unfortunately in Delhi we have a very bad climate. So in the summers it's extremely difficult. You can't walk, you can't cycle, and so on and so forth. Unlike in other parts of the world where you can encourage people to cycle, in Delhi you can't. But then the winters are very pleasant. So maybe for some part of the year you can still do some cycling. But I think the future is in mass transportation, public transportation. The more professional you can make it, the more accessible you can make it, the more cheaper you can make it. I think that's where the whole ball game is going to lie, and I think we are on that road now. And hopefully in the next couple of years, maybe 5-6 years, Delhi Metro is going to expand, and I think more areas are going to be covered. So once that happens, then I think accessibility will improve. So many areas which were not seen as prime areas are going to become prime areas because of the Delhi Metro. I'm quite positive that things are going to change. See, I think one of the good elements of the Delhi Master Plan is the land pooling system that has been introduced. So you will now have the agricultural landlords actually participating in. I mean, they're not actually doing agriculture. They're the landlords. They're the landlords who've been owning land for centuries. So they will now participate very actively in urban development. They will become key stakeholders. Earlier, the system was large-scale land acquisition in Delhi. So the land was taken away from the farmers, they were given some compensation, and they were asked to go home. But now that's not going to happen. The owners of the land are going to get serviced land back from the DDA. And they can in turn put it into the market, and so therefore I think that's a major change. So you will find a lot of stretches of land in the outer part of Delhi actually coming into urban development. So there will be less heartburn for the farmers, more land supply in Delhi, so that would ease prices. There would be more housing supply. So I think that's a positive aspect. Yeah, I think the industry has been seeing quite a few of these, and consumers have been voicing their concerns. There is certainly a need for a regulator, no doubt about it. Real estate developers, brokers, they all need to be regulated. At the same time, you also have a large number of organizations, departments, agencies, whatever you may call them. They all put a spoke in the wheel, in the sense that you need to take a large number of permissions, sanctions, approvals from various organizations. That has to be streamlined to a very great extent. You can't put the entire blame only on the developer. You can't put the entire blame only on the broker. You also have to set your own house in order first before you can expect the entire ecosystem to mature. So government has a key role to play in streamlining their own departments first before they ask the others to start behaving.